Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel and I'm the High Mileage Helper. On this channel, my goal is to be able to help you learn more about the RV transporting industry, as well as give how-to videos for your truck and then give recommendations along the way. So if this is our first time meeting, just consider subscribing, hitting the like button if you get good value. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how a simple mistake can turn into a big problem. And so we'll go ahead and get right into the video. All right, guys, so I'm going to share with you and show you what a small mistake can do and what it can turn into a little bit later. But for right now, I just want to share with you this load I'm going on is a Springville, Tennessee load. It's a 33-foot travel trailer. Right now I'm headed through Indianapolis. The load says it's about 504 miles, when in reality from the yard I believe it said it was 465. So if you haven't seen the video where I talk about different trips pay different miles, they're not the actual miles that you drive. This particular load is one where I'm paid more than I'm actually having to drive. So this is great when this does seem to happen. It does kind of even itself out, over time, depending on where you're going in the country. But this load I would still consider to be a shorter trip, 500 miles or less, really. That still seems to be very short to me, considering I go well over 1,000 miles away at times, sometimes close to 2,000. But this particular load seemed to be the longest that I could find in the direction I would like to go. Not going into crazy storms out west with crazy wind. So this was the best I could find. While the whole industry is still currently going through a rebooting stage, I believe really towards the end of January we will start to see a big pickup. I know people are constantly asking me, hey, how's the load board looking? How are things going? And things are just kind of at the beginning of the day, they'll put a whole bunch of loads on there, and then towards the end of the day, there'll be 10, 15 maybe, and they're loads that pretty much no one really wants to take, it seems. So that's kind of where we're at with the load board at the moment. And right now is not the time to be extremely picky. Beggars cannot be choosers when we are in this lower, kind of off season coming back from a shutdown. So I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later as I'm kind of driving through downtown Indianapolis and need to focus all my attention on crazy drivers trying to hit me. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Alright guys, so we're pulling out of the small little gas station here. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my picture of my dually side being just absolutely caked in salt. So compliments of Indiana roads. That is one of the joys of this job, is the salt up in Indiana. Having lived in Indiana my whole life, it's nothing new to me. Definitely exciting, especially going even further north, to be completely covered without a doubt on the roads up north in the near Goshen. So I've only got about another 173 miles left on the journey. I will still wait a little bit longer, probably when I drop off, to share with you the excitement, the small things going to small mistakes turning into big problems, sharing with you what that really looks like on this trip. And but I am safe, still on the road. We're about to get back onto 69 South because this Springville, Tennessee is basically in the middle of nowhere. There's no real good place to get there, good way to get there. I am just kind of making my way down there, wiggling my way down. It says I'll be delivering a little after 1 o'clock their time, which is 2 our time, Eastern time. So hopefully that goes well, and I'll be able to share with you why This trip kind of started off very, very poorly. And it's just a really silly small mistake, but it's just something that can really just be a devastating blow to your overall trip that happened to me. And you know, you would think after years of driving that the small stuff would go away and there would only really be, you know, bigger headaches. Like I've got things figured out. I don't struggle with these small issues anymore. Well, I gotta tell you, it is still a challenge to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, even small ones, and to have things in order the way they should be, and to always, you know, kind of be on your game. It's just something we've got to stay on top of all the time, and make sure that we're good to go. You guys will probably be laughing at me, maybe not, you know, with me when I do share it with you, but I did just want to share this little situation with you as I'm having to deal with the consequences of, you know, my own issues, my own faults. So anyways, I will catch you guys a little bit later. All right guys, so I'm at the dealership, but I'm going to finally share with you what my, you know, small mistake turned into, you know, a big issue, big problem. And so here is my problem. I showed up with this hitch to the yard, didn't think anything of it. I did not have this hitch with me that has the distribution bars. And so me trying to rush a situation I had at home, if you were following me on Instagram, you would see that I had to buy a brand new washer. I bought that washer and I hauled it home with my small little utility trailer, which I use that smaller hitch to be able to haul that home because it's got the smaller ball. And then I got it home, got it into the house, got it all hooked up, went to bed, totally forgot to switch the different hitch on my trailer. So I basically ended up leaving that on there, then driving to Goshen without it, and really had a headache when I talked with the guard, and she ended up saying, yeah, you're supposed to have your distribution bars on there, right? And I said, they're not on there? And I go back and I look, and it finally hit me, dude, what are you doing? You don't have your actual distribution hitch. You brought the other one instead. I left my correct one in the little, you know, box storage area of the trailer, and I did not bring that with me. And so she said, yep, you've got to park that. I can't let you go. If it is 2 axles or more, you've got to have a distribution hitch on here. That's company policy, probably insurance policy as well for us. And so I had to drop that. I called my wife and broke the news to her. Hey, basically my whole plan, my whole setup was going to be, I was going to deliver this trailer earlier today and then be able to go visit my brother in Nashville, Tennessee, and be able to have a lot longer time with him and be able to do some things together. But basically the whole thing blew up in my face because I made the stupid small mistake of leaving with the wrong hitch, not putting the correct hitch in the bed of the truck, but rather just putting it in my small little utility trailer box. And so yeah, that pretty much screwed up my entire plan for this. Oh, there's Ryder. Here he is. That kind of screwed up my Hey buddy, you awake? Let's keep in here. It's pretty dirty out here. Nope, stay here, sorry, stay in there, buddy. Sorry about that. But that basically messed up my whole plan. That one small mistake was very costly in hours and in fuel and everything else. My wonderful, my precious wife, she talked with me a little bit about it, and she was willing to meet me halfway between where I live in Goshen. And so we kind of met halfway. I grabbed the hitch from her car and came back to Goshen and got the trailer all hooked up, ready to go. So yeah, this was my major fail from the beginning. You know, oftentimes we've been doing this job for a long time. We've done certain routines over and over and over, and we just think we're almost bulletproof. We think that there's really no way we're going to be shut down. There's not going to be any issues. And I got to tell you, I don't know, it's so stupid of a thing to do, but I did it because I was just in such a go mode. I wasn't thinking clearly. When I was loading up the truck to leave my place, I didn't think to look, having just used my own trailer the day before. And so this was all on me. It was my fault, my issue. And it could really be a costly thing, you know. If it wasn't just a hitch, it could have been my battery, it could have been my tags, it could have been a number of different things that cost money. And if you live further away from Synergy than I do, it can be very expensive to try to replace those things, to get those things either replaced while you're in Goshen rather than driving home, wasting that time or money, or just having to go back home and grab whatever it is. So this was another lesson for me. Small mistakes can lead to big problems down the road, especially for when issues can rope other people into it. Thankfully, my wife was willing to come and rescue me from myself, from my own stupidity, but I'm just grateful for her. But she shouldn't have to put up with some of these things that I've gotten myself into, and yet she's still willing to. So grateful for her as always. And thankfully it was only, you know, some fuel and some time put into this rescue mission, getting me back out on the road to get this trailer delivered. So hopefully you take this bit of advice. Make sure that you don't miss these small things, the small mistakes that you could be making out on the road. They could lead to big issues. So make sure you go through everything that you have to make sure you have the right tools. If you've used your truck for anything else, I would advise you to make sure that you kind of go through an inventory of what you have, what you need, in case you've done anything differently or move things around. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys have a great day today. Stay safe and God bless.